And welcome back, everybody, here to American Truck Simulator. This is Coda from Amazing ATS, and we are back in here in the New Mexico DLC. Right now, we are sitting in Albuquerque. We do got our first load. We're going to be taking a run down to Hobbs. There's still a couple of cities that we do need to hit, so without any further ado, let's hop into the truck and get going. How's it going, RK? there are still 2 cities here in New Mexico that I have not went to as of yet. No, make that 3. We've got Carlsbad, Clovis, and then also Raton. And we're going to continue the truck stop tour also, so we are going to be going into the rest areas. I've got to fix this seat because this is like bad. How's it going there, Kenworth? James, hello, how's it going? And no, it still should be there. For some odd reason, it's not showing up. I still see it in my OBS window, so let me go ahead and take a peek at that really quickly, because I do want to get that fixed. Alright, on-screen chat should be fixed. I am loving it so far. And basically I've been mostly streaming with it since I've got it. Really haven't sat down and played it without streaming, but what I do see so far, I mean, I cannot wait for Arizona, New Mexico, hello, we are there, Arizona, Nevada, and California to get fully updated. And SCS did say they are going to revisit the states, so once they do and they get some touch-ups in, I believe it will make the experience a whole lot better. Oh, of course, but that's the AI. I believe they might have got that adapted to the way some people drive in real life. How you doing, Rohan? And the dashboard is a mod. You can find it on atsmods.lt. Piva did release an update to his dashboard, and that is what it is. So head on over to atsmods.lt. That's L as in lion, T as in Tom, and it should be on the second page. Oh, what do you know? Out of all my streaming so far with New Mexico, this is the first time that I am getting pulled into a chicken coop. Yeah, the AI traffic does seem to be a little more dense. Not so much in the stupid word, but there seems to be more AI in New Mexico than in the other states. They were doing that Kenworth just to screw with you. Yeah, right now it's 2:30 a.m. and the traffic in game does seem a little bit heavy for that time in the morning. Yes, Rohan, I did drive real trucks back in the 90s, roughly about 20 years ago. And back in the day, always pretty much there were Cummins Detroit diesels, but they do sound a whole lot different from today's engines. Now, based on my experience from the real world engines, since my brother is still a truck driver who is in a T680, the sounds, they are close, but they are not exact. I mean, there is a little bit of leeway taken with the Jakes to differentiate between the different engines, but that is not necessarily a bad thing either. The sounds are close, they're just not exactly. I would say the real life sounds are a little bit deeper, a little more crisp. And there's only so much that you can do with a recording of an engine. The current engine mod that I'm running is Creech Bomb's 2.7 sounds, and the engine currently in this Pete 389 is the N14 2.0 at 605 horsepower. With the Creech Bomb sounds, probably the most closest sounding engine, according to my ears, would be the Detroits. And so you believe you got a 485 515 and a 585. If you want a more realistic sounding engine, I definitely would choose a Detroit, but I just put the N14 in here just for the hell of it today. Well, there is a cat mod for the T680 and the W900. You get the C18 engines along with some different transmissions. I do not recommend the 18-speed transmission because the gearing on that is at 4.55 on the rear end, which is geared way too high. And I just was running around bobtail, and with that 4.55, I was in 8 high and literally pegging the RPMs at 2,500. 2.7 is just a little bit of change in the sounds, I believe, on the Cat and then also the Detroits. And I've ran this paint scheme before. We've got a very wicked gray and blue skin on the Peter car. Ten four. Hey James, quick question for you. It's like in the mid-20s here up where I am. How cold is it down there in the Berg? I am running Realistic Graphics Mod version 1.9.1 that was updated today once the Steam Workshop got updated for mods on 1.29. I love that sign on that building over there. And that is for Bushnell Farms, the world's most happy cattle. Wow. Whoa, what? I am right in the middle of the road here, and, are the gates... That is weird. Okay, that was extremely weird. That's the first time that ever happened to me. And, of course, it had to damage the load, too. Wow, invisible barriers. I've been up there a little bit. Farmington is really, really nice. I do want to get to Raton or Radon. I'm not even sure how you even say that. And the past couple of days, I've been up in Tucumcari. And yes, I finally got the pronunciation of Tucumcari right. I was saying it so wrong before. And I said this last night also, but the oil pumps that are actually working compared to the static ones that we've seen in California, I really like that touch. We are heading down to Hobbs. How's it going, Jake? Yeah, so I am so not happy with this load. All the damage was caused by a railroad gate that was up that I slammed into, and it was just really, really weird. It can be a strenuous job, Jake, but it also pays very, very well too. Alright, we have not been to Carlsbad, so we're going to pick up here right at Walbert, and we're going to go over to Carlsbad. Then we've also got Clovis and Radin, Raton. I'm not even sure how to say that. We're going to hit that on the stream also. How's it going, Justin? Grabbing gears and hauling freight, does that count for something? Or I could say the sun, the clouds, the moon, raindrops, but those are falling. I mean, is that 6 foot in like real life, or is that just like, or is it gonna be like a scale of 6 feet? take care, Justin. Alright, it was one of these railroad crossings like this to where they were up but still ran into them. Let's hop to the middle here and make sure that doesn't happen again. Alright, Jake Skydiver, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. And apparently my notifications are not working either. I'm going to have to fix that later. Who hasn't ran a stop sign? I always say stop signs with white borders are optional. The problem with that being, all stop signs have a white border. The team I used to be in, you mean the company? Oh, while I'm not giving him any free advertising. So I'm probably not going to mention the name. Oh, so not even straight, but I am not going to worry about it. Alright, let's take a look at job market. We've got Clovis and Raton to go to from here. Oh, nothing there, so we're going to check externals again. Alright, we've got Clovis, so let's go ahead over to Bushnell Farms and get ourselves some yogurt. I guess I am close enough to Artesia that I'm going to be picking up over there too. Oh, while I'm sitting here at the stoplight, let me see if I can get my notifications fixed really quickly. And it's just a matter of refreshing the cache of the page, and they should work then. Alright, that should work here. I did not, Jake. I'm using a mod for the engine sounds. And there are no, like, big stacks or anything like that where with that mod. So it's just basically the sounds. I am using a mod called SES Extra Truck Parts that does throw in some logger racks and things like that, along with the different types of stacks. And trying to talk and turn at the same time is not ideal. Nepos, how's it going today? Thanks for joining us here on the stream. You want to race, Mr. Bear? Come on, I know you want to race. Let's race.
All right.
And Nepos, thank you so much for that follow. And I do hope I pronounced your name correctly. Oh, that is good. Normally I am so bad with names and butcher them left and right. Either way, I saw there's a service center here. I do need to hop over there and get this truck repaired from the little bug that I found. Now I've got a Thrustmaster T150 Nepos. Oh wow, I guess there's an invisible barrier here too. Whoops, I kind of took out a stop sign there. I've got the T3 PA pedals to go with it, along with the TH8A shifter, and sitting on top of that I have a real world shift knob converted for use on PC from Tech Affliction. Just Euro Truck Simulator 2 besides ATS. Oh, I am a former real-life truck driver, so I definitely want the realism aspect of it. Take care, Jake. Thanks for joining us on the stream. Oh, screw you, Bear. I wasn't speeding. Ah, that's right. I'm allowed a driving award every now and then. And where we were going here for Clovis, I remember it was about 1999. I was down in Texas, all the way on the pretty much far west side of Texas as you can go before you got to New Mexico. And there's a little town there called Friona. I was delivering to a slaughterhouse. Well, needless to say, it was snowing like the dickens that day. Roughly about 4 inches of snow on the ground. So I grew up in Buffalo. Snow to me is really, especially 4 inches, is absolutely nothing. But it did shut down literally the entire state. And I got stuck in Friona, Texas for an entire weekend with nothing to do. And I was roughly about 40 miles away from Clovis. Yeah, literally, Friona, Texas is roughly, I would call it a blink town. I grew up in Buffalo, so I'm used to a big city. Granted, I live in a small town now, but I'm not going to complain. But there really is nothing in Friona. There's a couple of restaurants, a few gas stations, and then the slaughterhouse. Everybody in Friona worked at that slaughterhouse. And there we got the good old iFlop restaurant. I mean, more than likely, I have a real life logo and gas station mod. It's not, I believe, if I have that mod enabled, that restaurant is then called the actual name of IHOP. And we've got a, I must say, a fine looking skin on the Pete 389. Very classic paint job with the gray and blue striping. When I was driving, it was mostly a Freightliner FLD 120, but I have driven a Pete 379, Volvo's Kenworth K900, well W900, Mack. After I came off the road from tractor trailer driving, I drove coal bucket for a few years, so I was in an older Mack when I was doing that. Oh yes, and probably the best truck that I drove out of all those was the Mack. And the first Freightliner FLD 120 that I got into, it was an old Celadon trucking truck itself. The darn thing could not pull its own weight up a hill. T. Lockery, how's it going? Welcome to the stream this evening. That was a straight 10-speed transmission with a 350 horsepower cat engine under the hood. And I swear to God, if I put a load on it, it wouldn't pull at all. But even worse was trying to pull its own weight. Forget about it. And literally, I would go up a grade at 25 miles an hour, and I'd fly down 70 miles an hour on the other side. That's how bad it was. And right now I'm trying to visit all 14 cities here in New Mexico. And then we're going to start taking some regular freight market jobs. Right now I am on external contracts to pretty much get all the cities discovered. And I missed a rest stop back there for my truck stop tour. Take your time, Nipas. Okay, why are you guys stopping? The gates are not down. Ah, here they come. Alright, that's weird that the gate lights are not on. That might be one of the new companies over there that they added, Global Mills. And I believe it is from what I saw of the logo. Yep, that's what it is, Global Mills. Wow, like, really? Holy crap. And I swear the AI in this game could be so dumb. And that truck hitting me? Yeah, lovely. Thanks for the damage, AI. Alright, let's see if we can get the last city discovered here. And it doesn't look like there's going to be anything in external contracts. Let's check the freight market. And nothing. So we're hop back to externals. We're gonna refresh. Even if we need to go somewhere else. Oh, there we go. We've got it. You got a heavy haul bulldozer going up there. So let's go over to Plaster & Sons and get the dozer. they are up to 4 right now. If you do want to run the entire United States, the Coast to Coast mod has been updated. It is now version 2.3. Whoops, I should not have taken that turn in 6th gear. I'm actually kind of surprised the dozer didn't tip over, as I have my trailer stability literally all the way down to nothing. Red Root Dub, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. How's it going, Nick? Yep, there. Sorry, Mr. Container, but you cannot do the speed limit. I am going by your slow butt. Oh, that's sweet. I noticed those before. I was wondering what the heck they were, and they just popped into my mind. Cell phone towers. Alright, and we just unlocked Achievement 1881, which has something to do with Billy the Kid. So it must be back there somewhere. I am doing very well today, Nick. Thanks for asking. Might be a while before it gets released on console. Their main focus now is pretty much getting Italia ready for Euro Truck Simulator and the 1.29 update for them. And then on the United States side, based on what I saw the other day on an Under the Hood blog post from SCS, it does look like the next state might be Oregon. However, they don't mention it by name. They say a region. So it's possible we might be getting a multi-state pack. Chris Albert, holy moly, if I could talk this Friday. Chris Albert, thank you so much for the follow on Mixer. I appreciate it. And how are you doing today, Chris? Right now it won't need to rev so high. We're actually going downhill. I could probably Georgia overdrive this and pick up speed. And Retru, you will not need a very powerful PC. You don't need to go out and spend $2,000 on one. And from my understanding, there's one at Best Buy for around $850 that has an RX 580 along with a Ryzen 5. I mean, that is a good little PC for what's in it. Oh, screw you, Mr. Bear. But yes, I was speeding. I deserve that ticket. I mean, right now with all the Ethereum mining going on, graphics card prices are still insane. So this is one of the few times to where I would actually recommend buying pre-built, as you are not going to be paying a premium just for the graphics card. Well, this AI is really, really dumb. That's something like someone would do in real life. And you get traffic stopping one way, you start pulling out, all of a sudden you, boom, you get slammed into. And I think after this run here, I am going to ditch the realistic graphics mod that I have currently enabled. This is, well, right now the railroad crossing gates are not working, and that might have been the reason why I got nailed on the first trip here. They were up, but they might have, the lights might have been flashing and I couldn't see it. So I think I'm going to ditch that mod, and then we'll hop right back into the game. Because the next thing I do want to find is the musical road that they do have in the game. looks like somebody up here has been a bad boy and is pulled over by the police. Oh, naughty, naughty four-wheeler. And I currently am working on multiple achievement guides, so I am going to duck into the rest area up here as part of the Truck Stops tour, which is one of the achievements for New Mexico. There are a total of 22 rest stops that you need to hit, which is pretty much all of them in the game. This is number 6 of 22. Yeah, sorry AI, but I am not stopping for you because you don't know how to merge. That exit reminds me of quite a few of them in Euro Truck Simulator 2, the way it's designed. Alright, and we do have the Land of Enchantment unlocked. That is all 14 cities in New Mexico. Globe, thank you so much for that follow on Mixer. I appreciate it. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's see if I can get back out of here because I do need to swing this baby a little bit wider. Ah, there we go. We got in here to Coastline Mining. And Rohan, welcome back. Alright, give me 1 second here, guys. I do want to deactivate a mod. Alright, at least with that deactivated, we should be having railroad crossings that will be working. Alright, looks like we've got some new loads here. I do have a mod in specifically for these kind of trailers here, covered wagons, flatbeds. But I pretty much do want to stay here in New Mexico, so I may stick with external contracts for the time being. Now for this ABQ Cargo Center, there is an achievement for delivering to the cargo plane down there. But I don't believe that was having that go onto a cargo plane. I'm not sure. But we're going to run down to Albuquerque anyway. Okay, I definitely need to fix the dash brightness now. There we go. And I think before we leave town here, we are going to get ourselves some go-go juice also. And it's like 25 degrees out where I live, so of course I got the furnace and everything going. It's been a very cold day, will be a very cold night, and for some odd reason my room feels like it's 85 degrees. And the thermostat is only set at like 68, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And we're going to hit rest stop number 7 out of 22 on the truck stop tour. How's it going, Dave? Wow, Mr. AI, you guys really need to learn how to drive. That is awesome news, Dave. Awesome news. Now, yeah, you have to ignore me. It's a Friday. I really can't talk. But on the other hand, I really can't talk with any day that ends in Y. Rio Bravo Boulevard, that is exactly what I want for the airport. Oh, I don't mind talking, I just can't talk to begin with. And I end up tripping over my own words and everything, and 99% of the time I will laugh at myself when I do it. Oh, we get to deliver out to the cargo plane, it looks like. From where I see that little flag on the map, that definitely does look like this ventilation shaft is going out to the plane. Oh, now this is sweet. Now, do we actually back this into the cargo plane or what? Right next to it, but, okay, it was worth a shot. Definitely need some lights on it because this is dark. Alright, we got the sky delivery achievement now also. Yes, we are going to go up to Farmington. And this trailer here is a Right Now mod that's been just updated here for use on 1.29. Is that the white one with like the orange stripes on it? I really haven't ran across any trains. The ones that I have have just been the regular freight trains. I have not even seen the Union Pacific locomotive yet either. Yeah, I actually was in Santa Fe and I saw that one. And this new rail export design it looks amazing compared to how small the other ones are in the other states. This one is huge. Alright, let's see. Do we have the option for a covered wagon? Let's take a look. Nope. It looks like it's all rock. We just get different trailer designs here. What should we go with? We're just gonna go with this one here. I'm gonna stick with the black landing legs on here. No big deal. I'm not worried about a color or needing to color match. Whoops, and Coda does not know how to drive today. Oh, and this trailer is not advanced coupling enabled. It was a right now trailer mod. And I also have to change something here. This trailer has liftable axles, so I want to get that off of my keyboard, and we're going to map it onto my wheel. Alright, there we go. Oh, sweet. Alright, so we got the first two axles that come up. Alright. And I'm only lifting those up in order to get around here, and then we're going to go ahead and drop them back down. No, we're gonna go straight here. I want to explore. I'm gonna get these road parts up here that I don't have explored. 99% of the time I'm probably gonna go the direct route of GPS. So while I'm doing this, might as well get some discovery in. And this mod is currently available on atsmods.lt. I believe it will either still might be on the first page or it might be on the second page. And we'll just get Go-Go Juice up on the way to Farmington. Power Joker, how's it going? Yep, and there is my fuel. It just came on. We're down to 50 gallons left. Take care, Dave. Thanks for joining me tonight. Yo, Mr. Iron Man, how's it going? I was wondering when you were going to be showing up. I'm currently in New Mexico. Iron Man, get rid of that guy, please, and ban him. Thank you, Iron Man. Oh, even if you weren't here, I just would have paused the game and hopped in and taken care of it. Oh my goodness. You guys did not see that. Nope, I did not just hit a barrier. And nope, you did not see that. No, no, no. And of course I'm going through this the wrong way, but right now, I don't care. I need go-go juice. It is already updated. It's up to version 2.3 now. 1 if you have the New Mexico DLC, 1 without. Yeah, the links are on the SCS forum already for you, Iron Man. I'm going to hop in here to the left. It looks like we've got a big old collection of rest area here. And the reason I'm doing this is there is an achievement called a truck stop tour for this DLC. So you're basically hitting all of the truck stops. Your wheel is coming next week too. Yeah, we're just gonna blame that on Friday. Yep, good old Peter car. $389 is the SCS Peter car. I just put the round 359 headlights on the front of this. Or 359 or 351, I can't remember. My numbers are all screwed up today. This right now mod, yes, it's one of the few that I found that have a covered wagon for it. Yep, atsmods.lt. Yes, I was so mean to that truck there because he's an idiot going up that grade at 44. roger that. I know I have not turned on Discord in like easily 4 or 5 days. I can just imagine the amount of messages that I have waiting in there for me. And where the hell am I going? Yeah, this was my first week back to work after my mom's surgery, and actually a very good week, and I'm surprised I remembered as much as I did. I know with the DLC release yesterday, everybody has been playing. I mean, pretty much within 15 minutes of the DLC release yesterday, that DLC was a top seller on the Steam store. She's been doing really good. She's got her full medical clearance from the surgeon yesterday, so very positive news. And basically, if she wants to drive a car, she can. There is no more weight limit restrictions for lifting. Hey, Kenworth, welcome back. Yeah, I've added that to my YouTube page that says if you don't talk to me, I don't reply back, I stay silent, something like that. Well, right now there's just so many people playing ATS because in New Mexico, and I'm streaming only because, hey, whatever. I do get a little bit of monetization from YouTube for it, but if I didn't have monetization on my channel, I more than likely would not be streaming. It happens, Kenworth. And that's why I really don't try to schedule anything, because, I mean, if something's going to happen and come up, it's like, oh, and then your subscribers are going to say, oh, you lied to me, you said you were going to be streaming and you didn't, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I just don't want the headache. That's why I have push-to-talk set up for OBS. And I'm not going to keep my mic active 100% of the time. If I have to cough or sneeze, blow my nose or something, and it's kind of rude for you guys to be hearing that. And I will talk to myself, Iron Man. When I start answering myself, I know I've got a real problem. Kenworth, you wanna, oh, shoot. It's in my music folder. If you really want to watch a funny as heck video, give me 1 second here. Let me get this load delivered, and I will give you the name of the song itself, because it is absolutely hilarious. It is a singing cow. And Zach, how's it going? Alright, let me pause this right here. 1 second, guys. Alright, you still should be able to hear me. I'm getting into where my music is at, so 1 second. My stuff, music, and this is going to be under others. Here it is. Gary Lee and Showdown, the rodeo song. Look it up. And there you go, it's now listed in the stream. Anybody who watches that video, you guys are probably going to laugh. Although, just a word of warning, that there is some very, let's just say it's not the cleanest of songs. did you see, Zach, that Coast to Coast version 2.3 is out now? One for if you had the DLC, the other one if you don't. Now, Iron Man, I'm going to give you a little bit of hint here in order to save some money. On the Steam webpage, when you go to buy the DLC, if you have the Steering Creations Pack, the Heavy Haul, and all what's listed, holy moly, people, I'm trying to turn here, hello! There is the Enchantment Bundle. So if you have the other 4 DLCs for the Enchantment Bundle, and then you go to buy the Enchantment Bundle on its own, you would actually save 30%, so the cost of the DLC would be like $8.39 instead of $11.99. Oh, come on, that's a pile of rocks. It's not supposed to be solid. I could have bought it for $8.39, but I just went up and bought it for the $11.99. It's like, I'm not gonna worry about like $3. Let's see, where do I want to go? I don't think I've been that way up along northern New Mexico, so, yeah, let's go ahead and see if we got an external contract to Santa Fe. I really don't feel like doing a heavy haul at the moment. Probably not, since we're... Yep, okay, nothing for Santa Fe unless I missed it. Alright, we'll take the cable reel. Yes, I did, Kenworth. It's been updated for 1.29. SCS forums. There's going to be 2 links in the topic. 1 if you have the New Mexico DLC, 1 if you don't. Yeah, with the dampening on, pretty much, you have settings in the game to where you can, let me just show you, Iron Man. So we hop in here, we're going to go to controls, let's see. So you've got stiffness, centering, feedback, terrain, this here, so if you get uneven roads and things like that, the steering wheel will actually shake. I wonder if this is part of the rest stop tour. We're going to find out. Oh crap, I probably can't get over those rocks and to get turned around either. Uh-oh, way to go, Coda. Oh, I can. Wow. Maybe not. Yeah, I saw a rest area and thought that was might have been part of the truck stop tour. Nope. There we go, we got a John Deere something moving along there. I don't even know what the hell, combine, if I remember what those are called. That big old green thing up here, up the road, farm equipment. Nope. This big old green thing here on the left, that farm vehicle, that I believe is what you call a combine. Those look like ugly storm clouds. Wow, this is a very scenic drive. I'm glad I'm hitting this in the daytime. Alright guys, I need to take a little bit of a break here. I've been sitting down for too long, but I do want to thank you for watching today and for liking the video. This is Coda from Amazing ATS, and we will see you on the flippity flop.